Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Google Alerts to monitor your brand or a industry or the competition, etc. Now, if you need any help with SEO, WordPress hosting, WordPress web design, etc., head over to norzer.me and we can help you out. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. That would be extremely helpful. So let's get into it. So what do? You go to Google Alerts, so just search for Google Alerts. And go here. Of course, you have to have a Google account. And so all it does is whatever keyword you put in, it's going to monitor the web for any mentions of that keyword. So you can imagine if you're a lawyer, you want to know if somebody mentions your law firm name or your name on like a news story on the local news because maybe it's talking, negative about you. So for example, let's just do Taco Bell. So these are news stories, so you can imagine if you worked for the marketing department at Taco Bell, we tried Taco Bell's new chicken nuggets in chains like blah, blah, blah. So you might want to reach out to these people. Or if there's a negative review, or since they are talking about your company, maybe you can make form a relationship with them, etc., etc. So now, what I monitor is a project that I really like. It's called Reserve Protocol. It's a crypto project. But you can see here, the words reserve and protocol appear frequently together for things that are unrelated to the actual protocol itself. So you can put it in quotes. Like this. So you can see these are about the actual reserve protocol itself. Right? You can also use Boolean. Boolean. I know I'm totally saying that wrong. So you can do Reserve Protocol and Crypto to make sure it mentions in the article that it's Reserve Protocol and the specific keyword crypto, right? So then you'll really get a targeted results for that. And this is what the results look like. You get an email. And so for this one, I got a Google alert for Reserve Protocol, and it linked me to TradingView and an article about the RSR token by Reserve Protocol. So here's a few other things you can do. Let's say you're Taco Bell, but that could be all kinds of stuff. So you could do quotes like I showed you, and let's say you wanted to do. Let's say Taco Bell's a giant company, so let's say you handle. This is going to be a horrible example. The burrito portion. You could do and burritos, and I'm probably spelling that wrong. Or you could do just a mention of the domain itself. See here, and actually a lot didn't show up there. I probably would do it like this. Now, let's say you are responsible for writing content on an industry like crypto. You can monitor an entire industry. And this is going to be a lot of stuff, so I'm going to show you how to kind of narrow that down. You also could monitor your competitors. So Del Taco is a competitor to Del Taco or Burger King. And you want to see what's going on. So you can imagine all the information you're going to dig up on your competition, where they're at on the web. Maybe you can get onto websites, those websites, and see what kind of mentions are being done about your competition. And you can use that to further enhance your marketing plan. So now Burger King, or let's say Taco Bell, is your company. That's going to give you a ton of results. So there's all kinds of options you can do. How often? At most once per day. If you do Taco Bell as it happens, I can imagine, I've never done it, you're probably going to get tons and tons of emails all throughout the day. So for something like Taco Bell, I probably would do it at most once a day. If there's things you kind of want to monitor, but you don't need like instant information or at least daily information, you could set it to once a week. Right? So what are the sources? And this you just have to play around with. And you can really get granular with it. So, for example, Taco Bell, let's say if you want the news daily, you could call this Taco Bell News, once a day, sources news, and create it. Then you could go back and create another one called Taco Bell Blog Posts, and you want that only once a week, and you do blogs, right? So it's imperfect. It's not 100%, but it'll give you it's a good starting point, and you'll uncover a ton of insight about what is being said about your brand on the internet, right? So let's go to automatic, and you just play around with this stuff, right? I would start off just with Taco Bell, just your brand name. If you're a law firm or a carpenter or a doctor or something like that, probably once a day, automatic is probably fine. You don't need to get very nuanced with it. But if you are a giant corporation that's mentioned on the web all the time, you're probably going to have to split it up. So English, if you want to do other languages, you can do that. Region, any region. If you're only worried about United States, stick to United States. So only the best results, all results, how it determines this. It's some kind of algorithm. I don't know. I would start with all the results and see. So as you select these, it updates down here what the email is going to look like. I would start with all the results, and if it's just too overwhelming, then you can come back here and do only the best results. My guess is it's probably a combination of using like well-known domains like Sportskeeda, MSN. This is a local news station. You can see it's significantly less, but I would start off with all. See, this is from MSN Fast Food Club. It added these POPville. So these are less known domains, but this is the kind of stuff I would want to know, and it just depends on how much time you have, right? And then where do you want to deliver to? So this is my personal email address. So I got some notes here. I think I covered that all. Oh, so I talked about industry. If you want to monitor industry, monitor by domain. You can use quotes, and you can use Boolean. But Boolean, I never can say that word. But anyway, I hope you found this useful. Like, subscribe. If you need any help, head over to Norzer.me. But I use this to monitor different brands that I work with, different companies that I work with, and you get all kinds of interesting insights. So, hope you found this useful, and have a good rest of your Christmas and a Happy New Year.